Susan.
Nobody eats because this is going to be funny.
You know I come on Wednesdays for her. Yeah, I do.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know how many she's going to have left, so I just want to make sure that I'm here for all of it. Did you say fuck you?
No, I said thank you.
Oh, okay. Either one, I'll take either one. You know what I love? The fact, did you guys notice that when Susan was doing her set, the fan came around?
Yes.
And it was just like this 80s, like, Susan Ware, like, video. It was like a commercial. I think Chris likes to put me after Susan because it's like this 80s montage training video. Instead of like, throwing wrenches at me, he makes me go after the person that I snort after. I was like, oh shit, I need to get back in the game. Thank you for being another male here because, yes, I know. Chris is now going to be talking about football and shit. I don't know. Poor Chris. Poor Chris. He's like, my stuff. Fatty Arbuncle. I thought he was Italian. I'm not going to lie. I mean, with that name.
Well, he could be.
He could
They
be.
made that up, right? That's not his name.
Roscoe.
Roscoe. That's what.
Another Italian name. I'm just saying. Like, listen. And he's from Kansas. There was the mob in Kansas.
No doubt.
You should write that
Do a
screenplay.
mob tour. It's true.
Do a mob. Yes,
What
because
mob? What?
It's a big mob. The whole Las Vegas
Yes.
scene was from the Kansas City mob.
it was a syndicate.
Casino. Watch Casino.
Or you can ask your Italian
True.
friend Lauren from New Jersey. You could do that. You know what? But Casino's better. I'm not. It totally is. It totally is better. Because that's what Italians do. I actually, before I get to the set, I actually want to practice. I think Italians are brilliant in this way, right? Because if anything happens, actually, I do want to work on that. I don't know why everybody looks at Chris. Chris, do you approve of what I am working on? Do you know that? What'd you say?
I love all you guys. This
Yeah. Chris, I'm going to work on this right now. Do you know that Chris and Susan Ware have goals? They have goals. Susan Ware is 80 years old, and I have no goals. And she has goals. I'm just saying, like, and I just wonder. Like, I'm like, why am I not where I want to be in my life? My hair flowing in the wind. Anyway, okay. So I think Italians are brilliant, right? Because listen, morality for Italians, we're kind of like there's right, there's wrong, and there's you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't know. Notice like what's that guy's name? Luigi Mangione, right? He shot the CEO.
Yeah.
All the Italians were like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Literally, we were like, so what? I don't know. But here's why we're brilliant, right? So if a cop comes to the door, probably for something, that fell off a truck or whatever we do in our loose morality, and they're like, hi, I would like to speak to a Joseph Caputo. And somebody would be like, who the fuck you want? Big Joey, little Joey, Joey Bananas. Who you looking for? All right? It's brilliant. Because no cop is going to get on the thing. I'd like a APB out on a Joey Bananas. Like, you know what I mean? Same thing. Is there an Anthony Caputo? Well, you want Antney, little Antney, big Tony, little Tony. It's brilliant. I used to get frustrated because, again, like this is a real thing, and I know it's a stereotype, but it's a real fucking thing. Like the other day, I was talking on the phone with somebody, and it was like it was an Italian named Tony, and I was like, of course, fucking Italian, because it's so confusing when you're growing up because you're like, well, Tony came over, and you're like, which Tony? Which Tony? Uncle Tony? I had an Uncle Tony. When my grandfather died, this is not even a set, but maybe it will be.
Yeah.
Looking at you, girl. Make this into some magic. When my grandfather died, like you're talking about Shiva, my grandfather died, everybody went to my grandparents' house. 2-bedroom house. 3 boys and my grandparents, right? Small. And, you know, my cousins and I, we were laughing and stuff like that. And we were kids. And my Uncle Tony comes up to me and he goes, "You need to be quiet. You're done." And we had to shut up. We knew. We were like, fuck, Uncle Tony's mad. He was a cop. Crap. Because they were like, "You need to have respect for your elders." And you fucking knew. Nowadays, I don't even think. I don't know. I don't even think. I don't have children for this reason. Because I don't have the voice that Uncle Tony did to pull it off. No. Again, Chris, I don't know. Can we strike that one? Again, work on that too. All right. Did you guys know that Ozempic stops working?
Oh.
Yeah, it does. It plateaus. Like your body, after a while, like I lost 30 pounds and then it stopped working. But I found something new and better. Yeah, I did. And I was so excited to go on it. It's been around forever, right? I don't know, maybe you guys have heard of it. Have you guys heard of a colonoscopy? I had my first one on Friday. Yes, it was the best nap ever. I gained 4 pounds. How does someone do that? Like, I'm just like, I don't, like they tell you, eat whatever you want now. And I took that seriously. We went to McDonald's for first lunch. We got home. Lindsay made me second lunch. It was on like Donkey Kong. I was like, I deserve this. I had something stuck up my ass. Amazing. Everybody I tell her I was doing a colonoscopy. They're like, "Oh, good luck." Elle was like, "Can you come to my show?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna do that." Anyway, because I'm older, I should have had them a while ago, but I just turned God, I'm almost 51. Ooh. Yeah, I can't do the "I'm 50, I can kick." I can't do that anymore. I'm almost gonna be 51 years old. I also, do you notice, like I say I'm 50, people, yeah! I'm 51, people are like, okay. Even Suwan, who cheers for everything. And Summer, who also was like, oh. I didn't get none of that shit. They're like, we don't care about that age. Come back at 60. Yeah. Damn you. Yeah, so I'm still learning. I still want to learn. I still want to grow. I still want to learn new things. Like the other day, I learned a new word. Yeah, incontinence. It's amazing. I like this age. I'm easing into this age. I don't think I could be a kid today, right? Because I remember spending 3 hours picking out stems and seed from weed. We work for that shit. You know what I mean? And I think kids today, I think they're selfish. And I think they're spoiled. They just go into a store now. Like we were in it. Like everybody was circled around the weed, right? Like you're like in this like witch cult something. I'll figure out the word, Chris. Okay, so we would all be picking out the stems, and people were like, "Is it done yet? Is it done yet? Is it done yet?" No. And you had to have a weed guy. Like you had to have someone that on some weird corner, right? And then you had to have someone who knew how to roll the joint. If you had neither of those things, you were drinking Boone's Farm. I'm just saying. And if you were really lucky, right? First of all, when you rolled the joint, the joint was this big by the end. It was like really, and you had to share it between 20 people. And if you went to someone's house and they had like the clip with the feathers on it, you were like, oh my God, this is a professional. We know. And then you would. Do you guys remember that? No, just me? like you would eat it. Yeah. Months ago, I did an edible cookie. Because if I'm going to do an edible, it's going to be in something I deny myself. Like, right? Like, I'm just kind of like, no, it's something sweet. I'm like, it's going to taste good. It did not taste good. Yeah. Not only that, Suwan, but that was when I learned the word incontinence. All right, I'm done, Bye.
Look at you, everybody.